Today I am going to describe the new other problem solving technique, dynamic programming. Dynamic programming is very powerful technique to solve number of problems. Like greedy technique, dynamic programming is used to solve the problems where the solution can be obtained by taking the sequence of decisions. But in the case of in the case of greedy method, what decision we take that lead to the optimal solution. But in the number of problems, as I have seen that the fractional knapsack can be solved using greedy technique, but the 0 1 knapsack problem cannot be solved using greedy technique. So for some problems where the solution can be obtained by taking the sequence of decisions, and whatever be the decision taken at a time on the basis of local information, the remaining decision must lead to the optimal solution. So this is the greedy technique. In greedy technique, what problem we are going to solve? The simply one decision is taken at a time, and it takes the guarantee that the remaining sequence of decisions must lead to the optimal solution. There is no way that the previous decision is fault, is incorrect decision. But there are many problems like 0 1 knapsack problem or traveling salesman problem. Here if we take one decision for the object, then the remaining sequence of decision may or may not lead to the optimal solution. Now suppose if I want to find the shortest path between the two vertices I and j, and say suppose this is the graph, say 1, and here this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and say 1, 9, 10 and 4. Okay, so there are, see this here, there are 3 paths. Say suppose this one is also the path and this is also the path. Okay, and I am assigning the weight. Say suppose here I am assigning the weight to 9, 10, 10, 1, 2, 4, 3, and say here the 6 and 7, 9 and 8. Okay, so suppose our aim is to find the shortest path between 1 to 4. So our objective, our problem is to find the shortest path between the two vertices, between the pair of vertices 1 to 4. So here, see, if we apply the greedy technique to solve. So what greedy technique tells that at particular one, the next nearest vertex to be selected. So simply just here the 2 will be selected. Now again simply just here the 3 will be selected, and if we consider this path, say, so here I will get the cost of this path is 21. Okay, if we consider the path 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we consider the path 1 to 4 as 2, as the 2 is nearest vertex from 1. What decision at present I am taking from 1, because at present there are 3 vertices which are adjacent to 1. So what we do in the greedy algorithm, we take the next vertex as the nearest vertex. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the one solution, because 2 there is only one adjacent vertex, and there from 3 there are 2 adjacent. So if we consider, say suppose 7, and again from this, so 8, and here 4. This is one path. Okay, so if we compute the total distance, 2 plus 9 plus 2 plus 3, 1 to 2 is 2, 2 to 7, 1, 2, 3, sorry. Okay, Now see here, just I have not mentioned the 6, so simply just renumbering the vertices 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So now 1, 2, 3, and then 6, 7, and 4. Okay. So simply 1 to 2 is 2, 2 to 3 is 9, and 3 to 6 is 2, and 6 to 7 is 4, and 7 to 4 is what? 3. Okay. So 20. Okay. Now if we consider this path, just 1 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 4, 10 plus 1, 11, and 11 plus 4, 15, 15, 3. So if we consider this path, 1, 5, 6, say 7 and 4. So 1 to 5 cost is what? 10. 5 to 6 the cost is what? 1, plus 6 to 7 is 4, 7 to 4 is 3. So this is cost is 18. Okay. So here, if I am going to find the shortest path between the pair of vertices, and we try to solve it with the greedy method, where just when I am taking the I am at the vertex 1, and just the next vertex to be selected, the decision for the next vertex is the nearest vertex, and if we select the nearest vertex, then the remaining decisions on the other vertices may or may not lead to the optimal solution. So what is the meaning that here there are number of problems where the decision taken at a particular time on the basis of local information does not take the guarantee that the future decision must lead to the optimal solutions. So here we have to enumerate all possible decisions. So here there are number of decision sequences, and we have to find the cost of all the decisions. But here in this way the brute force approach can be applied, but in this way there can be the number of sequence of decisions if the number of objects are more. So here for applying the dynamic programming, we can avoid of generating the suboptimal sequence. So for that we solve the problems using dynamic programming where the principle of optimality holds. Okay. So now see what is the principle of optimality. See what principle of optimality tells that this is very important concept in the case of dynamic programming. Always remember that principle of optimality. Okay, just principle of optimality, it states that principle of optimality states that the sequence of decisions it states that the optimal sequence of decisions, it states that optimal sequence of decisions has the property that whatever be initial state and decision are remaining sequence of decision must remaining sequence of decisions must constitute an optimal optimal decision sequence with respect to with respect to the it states that optimal sequence of decisions has the property that whatever be the initial state and decision are, remaining sequence of decision must constitute an optimal decision sequence with respect to the problem state arises with respect to the decision must constitute an optimal decision sequence with respect to the problem state arises from initial decision. Okay. Now carefully see first what it is telling. This is a very important principle, and number of problems, every problems we solve using dynamic programming, this principle of optimality holds. What it tells that, simply it is saying that the optimal sequence of decisions, if I am generating the optimal sequence of generating, so I will take the decision for one object. So whatever be the initial state and whatever be the first state and the decision are, the remaining sequence of decision must constitute an optimal solution with optimal decision sequence with respect to the problem state arises from initial decision. मतलब पहला डिसीजन लेने के बाद जो प्रॉब्लम स्टेट है, रिमेनिंग सीक्वेंस ऑफ डिसीजंस है, दैट मस्ट लीड टू द ऑप्टिमल sequence of decisions. Now consider this problem. Suppose here our objective is to find the shortest path from 1 to 4. Okay. Suppose I have taken the decision. So initially what is the our problem state is to find the shortest path. Suppose मैं कह रही हूँ कि just here my problem state is what? To find the shortest path from 1 to 4. Okay, and suppose there is a optimal there is a shortest path from 1 to 4 is 1, say I1, I2, so on, IK 4. This is the shortest path from 1 to 4. Okay, so first I have to take the decision for I1 vertex. We start from 1 and we take the decision to I1. So at present my problem state to find the shortest path from 1 to 4. But after taking the decision that we have to select the vertex, we start vertex is 1 and select the next, we go to the vertex I1, the problem state will be changed. With respect to the first decision, now the problem state will be to find the shortest path from what? I1 to 4. Now if what this is saying that whatever be the initial state and decision are, so this is the initial state and first decision I have taken. So what is the resultant state? Simply the remaining decision sequence must constitute an optimal with respect to the problem state resultant from the initial decision. Here you can write the resultant with respect to the problem state resultant from initial decision. Okay, so now the problem state has been changed. Now our aim is to find the shortest path from I1 to 4. So what it is saying that if suppose this sequence is a shortest path, this sequence is giving the shortest path from 1 to 4, then if this sequence is optimal, then this I1 to 4 must constitute an optimal sequence of decisions, then only the principle of optimality holds. Here see, suppose I have taken the decision for 2. Okay? So 1 to 2 decision will be correct if the remaining decisions from 2 to 4 must constitute an optimal solution. And if suppose I1 to 4 is not a shortest path, then we consider another sequence like 1, R1, R2, so on, RK 4. This is the principle of optimality. So here the principle of optimality, the one simply state is given and we take the decision for one object, and after taking that decision the problem statement will be changed, the new state. So simply it is saying that whatever be the initial state and decision, the remaining sequence of decision must constitute an optimal decision sequence with respect to the state arises from the initial decision. So जो initial decision से आपकी जो problem state है वो उसके बाद वो क्या होना चाहिए कि आपकी optimal होना चाहिए. Now in this way, just here if you see the difference between the dynamic programming and greedy technique. First, in the greedy technique, what I told earlier, that whatever decision we take at present on the basis of the local information like nearest vertex. So simply it is greedy method is taking the guarantee that the remaining sequence of decision must lead to the optimal solution, but this is not the case for number of problems. So in those problems, in the greedy technique, the only one sequence of decision created, but here the sequence, many decision sequence may be generated, but if any what the decision contain the optimal decision is suboptimal subsequence. Like if any particular decision sequence has suboptimal subsequences, then that decision sequence cannot lead to the optimal solution, so that particular sequence may not be generated. So here only those decision sequence generated that takes the guarantee that the remaining decision sequence must lead to the optimal solution. So in this way we can avoid of generating the sequences that contain suboptimal subsequences. Okay, so now here this is the shortest path problem. Now again with dynamic programming I will solve the 0-1 knapsack problem. Already we have solved what 0-1 knapsack problem using backtracking, 0-1 knapsack problem using branch and bound, and this is a hard problem, so and its complexity is exponential. So there are number of ways, number of methods to solve this problem. Now again see, the fractional knapsack can be solved by the simple method greedy technique. If we arrange the objects according to profit per unit weight and take the decision that the next object to be selected with highest profit, so it will lead to the optimal solution. But this is not the case when we solve the 0-1 knapsack problem. Now I will solve the 0-1 knapsack problem using 0-1 knapsack problem using dynamic programming. Okay, see here in the 0-1 knapsack, I am not giving the statement, you know what is a 0-1 knapsack problem. Now in the 0-1 knapsack problem, the solution can be obtained by making the sequence of decisions on variables x1, x2, so on xn. Here the solution of the 0-1 knapsack problem can be obtained by making the sequence of decisions on the variables x1, x2, so on xn. Okay, first I will check whether the principle of optimality holds or not. Here the decision for variable x1, it was determining the value between either x1 takes the value 0 or 1. So simply what is the decision for x1 is either its value is 0 or its value is 1. Suppose the decisions are, suppose the decision on variables xi are made in reverse order, in the order like this: xn, xn minus 1, xn minus 2, so on xn. Simply because this uses a bottom up approach. So here see, just first I will take the decision for what? Nth object, and after taking nth object, simply the remaining sequence, if there are two possibility, either the value of xn is 0 or the value of xn is 1. See, so suppose if what? Xn equal to 0. If xn equal to 0, so object for the nth object is excluded. The nth object is excluded, then if suppose this is a what? Optimal solution, and xn equal to 0, then no profit is earned, and no weight change. Okay, for the problem what? For the problem knapsack 1 n minus 1 m. See here, just I am representing the knapsack. See, initially our problem statement is what? This one: knapsack 1 n and m. Okay, so here this is the our problem state, that we have to start of taking the decision from object n to 1, and the capacity is m. Suppose I am taking the decision for nth object first, and xn equal to 0. It means then no profit is earned and no weight change for the problem knapsack 1 n minus 1 m. Capacity is not going to change, and simply now we have to take the decision from the object n minus 1 to n. The second case, if xn equal to 1, if suppose the decision that nth object to be included into the knapsack, then profit Pn is earned, and the weight will be what? M minus Wn. So it corresponds for now, it corresponds the problem for the problem k knapsack 1 to n minus 1. So here again 1 to n minus 1, but now at this time the remaining capacity is m minus Wn. Okay, so see here, this I am taking the decision on the variable xi in this order. First I am taking the decision for nth object, then the n minus 1. First I am checking whether principle of optimality here holds or not. Whatever be the decision, whatever be the value of xn, either 0 or 1, the remaining remaining decision sequence, like what? xn minus 1, xn minus 2, so on x1. The remaining decision sequence must lead to the optimal solution. Okay, if it is not the case, then means this is now the problem is converted here what? Previously this was the problem, and if xn minus 1, xn minus 2, x1 is the problem state, is the decision sequence, remaining decision sequence with respect to the decision made for xn, then whether it will lead to the optimal solution or not. So simply this xn minus 1, xn minus 2, x1 is optimal solution if this remaining sequence of decision after taking the decision for xn. What principle of optimality tells that whatever be the initial state, initial problem state and decision, the remaining decision sequence must lead to the optimal solution. So after taking the decision xn is equal to 0, this will lead to the optimal solution or this will lead to the optimal solution. We consider the one which gives the maximum profit. Okay, so here for dynamic programming we have to first data, because here we have to generate all possible decision sequences. So we solve the problems with recurrence relation. Okay, so say let here I am using the Fiy. Okay, this Fiy is, let Fiy be value of optimal solution. Fiy be the value here is a profit. Let Fiy be the value of optimal solution. मतलब कि just I have taken the decision for I objects and the remaining capacity is y. This is what the object number, and this is simply the capacity. With the value of optimal solution for the problem for knapsack 1 to I1. See, just here, just the this is giving Fiy is giving the profit earned for the problem 1 to I1. Means I have taken the decision for I objects, then this is the profit earned. Okay, so here, so Fnm will be what? Will be the Fiy be the optimal value. F be the optimal, sorry, value of optimal solution will be the value of optimal solution for what? Knapsack 1 to n and m. This is actually the original problem, and when after taking the decision for I objects, the problem statement will be changed. Okay, so here this is defined recursively like this, recurrence relation for this Fnm equal to, now this is what Fnm is, what it is saying that ki simply I have taken the decision, just keep in mind that I am taking the decisions in this order, xn minus 1 so on x1. Okay, so just either the xn object is included into the knapsack. If suppose xn object is excluded, then simply its value, this is actually maximum of whether xn is excluded or xn is included. So if suppose in the first case xn, nth object is excluded, then the value of the optimal solution is previously copied, that Fi minus 1 m. Okay, because n minus 1, sorry, n minus 1, because if nth object is 0, then the problem is converted into what? Knapsack 1 to n minus 1 what? M. There is no change in the weight because so whatever be the optimal value for the remaining decision sequence, this will be the profit. Now the second is what? If there are two choices for xn, if xn is included, then the Pn, the profit earned, because we are including xn, so profit associated with nth object is Pn plus what? F is what? Your n minus 1, the previous, and now the capacity will be reduced by Wn. Here, just we solve this recurrence relation. Fn minus 1 m is simply just when the nth object is excluded, and this is Fn minus 1 m minus W1 is the value of the optimal solution when the nth object is included, and this is written in terms of the resulting state after taking the decision for nth object. If we generalize this state, this recurrence relation for I, then Fiy, where y is the remaining capacity, and Fi means I am taking the decision for the ith object. So if for taking the ith object means I have already taken the decision for I minus 1 objects, means for computing this one I am already having the value of Fi minus 1 y. Okay, so max of Fi minus 1 y Okay, and this is the case when, yes, this is the case when ith object is excluded. When the ith object is excluded, so the value will be what? The previous decision sequence. If the ith object is included, then the profit pi plus f I minus 1 and what? M minus wi. M minus wi. Okay. So just this component is giving what? Value of the optimal solution when the ith object is excluded. This is giving the value of the optimal solution. Here f is what? F is giving the value of the optimal solution. This is giving the value of the optimal solution when the ith object is included, and this is a recurrence relation, so this is a bottom up approach. Now here we solve this recurrence relation with the condition that f0y, the base condition for the recursion condition is f0, this is 0 y equal to 0 for all y greater than or equal to 0, and f0 f(i)y equal to minus infinite for all y less than 0. If at any particular time in the recursion, because here I am taking the m minus wi, so in certain cases this y may become the negative. So if y is negative, it means that we take the highest negative value, so it can never be included. Okay, so now there are two ways to solve 0-1 knapsack problem, either solving this recurrence relation or with the tabular method by computing f(i)y. So I am giving, okay, I am explaining with one example how to compute the f(i)y, okay, with the table. I am explaining it with two examples. First I am taking the very simple example. Say just I will solve the 0-1 knapsack problem using dynamic programming. Here m is 6, n is equal to 3, and p and w by. There are two ways to solve the 0-1 knapsack problem, either by solving the recurrence relation, what I told earlier, and the second is by tabular method. So here simply the tabular method is efficient only when the capacity is less than or equal to 20. Otherwise this here the size of the table is very large. So what you do? First you have to create a table whose column is m plus 1. M plus 1 means m is the capacity. So here the capacity is 6. So this table contains what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one additional column is 0. Okay, and the rows equal to what? N plus 1, where n is the number of objects. 1, 2, 3, and one additional row is 0. Now, just I said that f0y equal to 0. This is our base condition for the recurrence. f0y equal to 0 for all y greater than 0. It is simply saying that I am not taking the decision for. Here see carefully what is giving this entry in every f(i)y. Here y is column, the I is row, and I is row, and y is column. So at any particular time, what f(i)y is giving? f(i)y is giving the maximum profit earned when decision for objects 1 to I have been taken and with restriction of capacity y. So see here now I will fill step by step all the entries of this table, and at the end I will get the solution. I will get the value of the optimal solution. So here see the knapsack capacity is what? 0, and here the object weight is 2, so this cannot be included. 1 and the object weight is 2, so again this is not included, this is 0. If it is not included, then we copy it at the previous one. So इस एंट्री को लेकर हम ये ध्यान रखो कि f(i)y equal to maximum of what? f(i) minus 1 y, f(i) minus y plus comma p(i) plus f(i) minus 1 y minus wi. Okay, this is what I have to use this formula. Okay? So here y is 1, okay, y is 1 and I is what? 1. But the object weight is what? 2. So here the knapsack capacity is 1, so 2 cannot be included. Now the 2, and simply either 2 is included or 2 is excluded. If 2 is excluded, then the previous one will be copied, I minus 1. See, when you are filling this row, forget about the up below this, okay? Just all the rows, simply just you take the upper one, previous one, okay? So here as I am taking the decisions in the reverse order. Now 2, so 2 can be accommodated, so previous weight. So here if we write maximum of previous is what? 0, and if we include this one, so profit earned is 1 plus what? Fi minus 1. So Fi minus 1 is Fi. I is here what? 1. F0 y minus w 1. So y is here what? Y is here 2. 2 minus w1. 2 minus 2 is 0. F00. That's why this F00 is this one, 0. F00 is 0. So I will take the maximum of 0 and 1, that is 1. So here this is 1. The profit when we include the first object. Same 3 में भी क्या होगा कि 1 ही होगा. अगर आप 3 कैपेसिटी है तो फिर से आप इसे कैलकुलेट करो, तो 3 में क्या होगा? See Fi मतलब 0 और किसके बीच में? मैक्सिमम ऑफ व्हाट? मैक्सिमम ऑफ 0 1 प्लस इसका प्रॉफिट कितना है? 1 प्लस, और इफ यू आर इंक्लूडिंग, सो 3 minus 2 that is 1. So 1 पे एंट्री कौन सी है? 0. So it will give what? The 1. So here in this way this is 1. You can compute. Now come to this. So when you are at the ith row, then you have to see only the upper rows. Forget about all the rows below it. Okay. So now I am taking this one. So third weight. Now here the weight, weight is 3. Weight, second object weight is 3. But here the 0 capacity, so this is not accommodated, so previous value will be copied as the second weight is excluded. So the previous entry will be copied. Here this cannot be included, the weight is what? Capacity is 1. So again the previous value to be copied, this one. Okay. Now here this is not accommodated, this is 1, previous value. Now 3 can be accommodated. So what we do? The maximum value of previous entry is 1. Previous entry Fi minus 1 y, that is 1. And then simply what is the profit earned from the second object is 2. 2 plus f of I minus 1. I minus 1 is what? Here I minus 1 is 2. The I minus 1 is 1. Here the value of I is 2. This one, I is number of row, I equal to 2. So F1 comma just 3 minus 3, that is 0, and F10 10 is 0. Here this is 0. So the maximum is 2. So here 2 copy. Check it. Here 3. So the capacity is 3. So the 3 is included. The object 3 is included, and the profit earned is 2. Now if we consider 4, so again I will find what? Maximum of what? The previous entry, that is 1. Okay, and the current object profit is 2 plus what? The 4 minus 2, 4 minus 3, sorry, 4 minus 3 is 1. So 4 minus 3 is 1. So now here in the previous entry, see, in the 1 this is 0. So here again 2. The same you can check, for all it is 2. Okay. Now come to this row. Again the weight is 4. So here the previous entries, the 4 cannot be accommodated because the weight is 0. So here this is again 0. Sorry, previous, yes. This is 1. This is what? 2 is copied. Now here what it is telling that, see, just at any particular time, if you see the entry at this table, so what it is saying that 2 means here from the previous one, this is the maximum profit when the capacity is 3, because it generates all possible profit value of the optimal solution, maximum profit for all the previous decisions. So if we consider these 2 decisions, then the highest profit achieved with this is 2. Now come to 4. The profit is what? 5. So here I will compute what? The maximum of 2, 5 plus 4 minus 4, that is 0. So this is 0. So here the maximum is 5. Okay. Now 5 means maximum of what? The previous entry is 2, 5 plus 5 minus 4, that is 1. In the one entry, in the previous row is 1 is 0. So again 5. Now 6 is what? The maximum of 2 previous entry and 5 plus 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2, and at 2 there is 1. So here the maximum value is 6. Okay. Now, so this actually I said that the F, N, M. Okay. F, N, M. Here N is what? 3. F3M will give the value of optimal solution. So this is the highest profit. Now from this table I will generate what? The sequence. What decision have been taken for the exercise. So see, from this you move from this last entry to the bottom to top. 6. If this 6 is coming from the upper entry, then you don't mark it. Here 6 and this both are not same, so mark this one. Okay? And then its capacity is 6 and its weight is 4. So 6 minus 4 is 2. So move to in the next row is 2. Okay? So 2, the 1 is copied, so this is not included. It's come the way. Second object is not included. Now just here again this one, this is not same, so this is included. Now here it means these 2 objects have been included and this is excluded. So the solution is 101. Here you can check it. 101 is 2 plus 4. The profit is 5 plus 1. Sorry, 2 plus 4 6, and the 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay. So this is the one example. Now I try to explain this with another example. Okay. Now I will try to explain it with another example, as this is a difficult one. So now M equal to 5, P equal to what? P is 100, 20, 60, 100, 20, 60, 40. Okay? And W equal to 3, 2, 4, 1. Okay? Now we create table. Table is F table. Okay? So here F table, how many columns? M plus 1, 0 to 5. So what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many rows? Just n equal to here 4. So n plus 1. So n plus 1 rows 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? These first you create this table. Okay? And fill all the entry in 0th row with 0. Okay? This one. So this is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the row number. Okay? This is row number, and here I am writing the weight. The first weight is 3, the second weight is 2, and the third weight is 4, and fifth weight is 1. And I am writing here the profit 100 corresponding to the first object, 20 corresponding to the second object, and 60 corresponding to the this object, and here this is the row number, okay, and one is 40, okay. So I said that first you fill all the entries as 0. Now this, the capacity is what? Zeroth row. The capacity first we consider what? Zeroth row and zeroth column. This is wrong actually. Zero row, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is the fine. Okay. Okay. So first fill all the entries here 0. Okay. Now here 3. The capacity is 0, so this weight cannot be. Previous entry will be. If the weight is excluded, then the previous entry is copied. Okay. 2. Now 3 here. The 3 is 3 minus 3 0, so 100 profit is earned. Okay, the same because there is only one object, so 100, 100, 100. Okay. Now come to the second object, second row. Second row, when you are considering the second row, don't consider the rows below it. You only consider the rows above it. Okay. So now here weight 2. The capacity is 0. This cannot be included. So previous entry will be copied. And here this is 1 and the weight is 2. So previous entry is copied. Now here 2. Okay. So simply 2 minus 2 is 0. The another entry is 0. So the maximum is 20. Okay. Now 3. 3 just we compute what? The maximum of the previous entry, that is 100. And if I include the second object, if I include the second object, then the profit earned is 20. 20 plus what? In the previous entry, just we take the previous entry 3 minus 2, that is 1. So 0. So it will give 100. 100 is copied. Now here 4. When I come to this, the entry is maximum is 100 and 420 profit, and 4 minus 2 is 2. In the 2 there is a 0. So again 100 is copied. Okay. Now the fifth entry 100 when this is excluded, and if it is included then the profit earned is 20, and 100, 20 and 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 it is containing 100. So 20 plus 100. So maximum is 120. Now carefully see what is the meaning of this. See here the knapsack capacity is 5. So both the weight can be accommodated here. So it is giving the maximum profit at any particular time when I am taking the object decision for the object 1 to I. Okay. Now come to this row. So 0 is the capacity, 4 cannot be included. This weight cannot be included. 1, this cannot be included. Here, if it is not included, if it is excluded, then previous entry to be copied. 20 and this is what? 100. 3. Now 4. 4 is what? So here I have to compute maximum of the previous entry, that is 100, and its profit is 60. 60 plus 4 minus 4, 0. 0 पे क्या है? 0. So I will check only the previous. F for ith, if you are at the ith row, then you have to consider I minus 1 row only. Okay. So here 0, 60 plus 0, so here it is 100. Now 120. So simply the previous entry is what? 120. Now 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1 and 1, 0. So 120 and simply what? The 60 plus 0, that is 120. So here 120 is copied. Now come to this one. So 1, 1, 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. But here 0, and if we include it what? 40. So here the profit earned is 40. Now when we consider 2. So 2, the previous entry is 20. And if we include it 40. 40 plus 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 पे 0 है. So the profit is 40. Now here In this case, what the previous entry is 100. Previous is 100, and when we include 40 plus what, the 3 minus 1, 2. 2 by 20 है. 40 plus 20 is 60. So 100 is copied, whatever with the maximum. Now here again 100. The 40 plus 4 minus 1, that is 3. 3 पे क्या है 100. So 100. So this will give what? The 140. 140. Now here in the case of 5, the previous entry is 120. When the fifth weight is not fourth weight is not excluded. If it is included, then the profit earned is 40. 40 plus 5 minus 1, 4. 4 is 100. 100. So that is 140. So this is giving what? The maximum profit or the value of the optimal solution. This is your profit earned, or this is the value of the profit, value of the optimal solution. Now, so here now we generate what? The sequence of decisions. Here we generate the sequence of decisions. So just you check, this is what? For the fourth object. So check it. Just now you move from bottom to top. This is the highest profit. Okay, so this is the solution. This is the value of the optimal solution. Now you move to find the decision for the variables x1 to x4. Okay, so here 140, and check it, if previous row it is copied from the previous row, then it is not selected. If it is not same the previous entry, then it is what? Marked. So this is marked. It means that what? The fourth weight is selected. Now here just 5 minus 1. Now in the previous row you consider 5 minus 1 is 3. Third. So third row, 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 is 100. 4 is 100. And now the 100 and this 100 is same. It is the previous entry and this entry is same. So we do not include the third weight. Now come this again. So now 100 and 100, this is again what? The copy. So this is not included. Now here, this is not same. This is not coming from the previous entry. So this is included. So it means that the first weight is included and the fourth weight is included, and second and third weight are excluded. The solution vector is x is what? 1, 0, 0, 1. And you can see if we consider 100, 140, and the 3 plus 1, 4. Here the capacity is 4. Weight is 3 plus 1, and weight is 3 plus 1, 4, and what? 140 is the total profit. Okay. So this is the solution vector. Now you can solve the problems and practice it. Okay. Thank you.